Hello, everybody. My name is Peter. I'm one of the founders of Refurbed, and I want to talk today about your future. About your future and the future of your kids. Because we all know climate change is a massive threat for all of us. However, I believe we can make your future a bright one. I think we can change in a way that we can actually live a sustainable life. While we think as a company, people will always consume, and people will not stop consuming magically, we think that we can change consumption in a way that we make it sustainable. We can change what we buy and how we buy it, and we can make it sustainable by going from a linear model to the circular economy. So our vision as a company is to make consumption sustainable, to enable you to live a sustainable life. And for us, what is really missing in this whole ecosystem is a platform that enables you as a consumer to live more sustainably by buying products and services from us that are truly sustainable. And we've done all of that already in the electronics market. We've built a truly B2C platform that offers high-quality, refurbished phones, laptops, and tablets, but all sorts of electronics, really, that are used, completely renewed, and look like new. And you as a consumer, you can buy those products through our platform from highly professional refurbishers. And what this means is that you can get products that are obviously significantly cheaper, saving 30 to 40% in terms of price. You get a warranty of at least a year, so very high quality, and the products are obviously super sustainable. We save roughly 80% in terms of CO2. And it's obviously great for consumers, but it's also great for the refurbishers on the platform because we enable them to do more business so they can really focus on what they're good at, which is refurbishing products. And for us, this is amazing because we have an incredible business model that is asset light. We don't have a warehouse. We have no operations. But we really focus on connecting consumers and refurbishers, making sure the quality is high, and making sure that the market is educated and people know that they can change, that they can buy products differently in a better way than just buying new all the time. And this has been working extremely well. We've already sold products worth more than €1 billion in the last 5 years. We've just closed our Series C, $57 million. In the current market environment, obviously very, very tricky, but we managed to do it because people really believe in the mission, and they love what we do, and they love how we do it. And the reason for our success is because people are excited about what we do. They're excited about the mission, and they're extremely happy with the quality of the products that we provide. What I mean with this is they are so happy that they, first of all, come back to us and buy more products from us very often. Already now, roughly 50% of our revenue is from existing customers. And that in a category like electronics is extremely hard, where you intuitively think, hey, this is a one-time purchase when somebody buys a phone once, but it's actually not true. We get people to come back, they buy different categories, different products like laptops, tablets, smartwatches, and they also buy for the whole family. And a second big implication of high customer happiness is that most of our new customers are coming through word of mouth. So they hear about us from their friends and family, they're excited about the product, and then they come to us directly and buy from us. And that's obviously extremely efficient. And for that, we can grow very, very quickly. We're #1 across all of Central and Northern Europe, in Germany, Austria, Sweden, Netherlands, Denmark, and Ireland. And we're significantly more well-known than all our competitors. It's obviously great from a financial point of view, but it's also incredible from an impact point of view. We as a company already used more than 100,000 tons of CO2 from the atmosphere. And to put this in a perspective, that's the total footprint of more than 10,000 people for a whole year. So we're really making an impact, and at the same time, we actually planted more than 4 million trees to complete our circular offering. And as I already hinted on that, our core reason for success is high customer happiness. And we have a very powerful flywheel. And all of this starts with high customer happiness. We have an NPS of more than 60, which for an electronics category is extremely high. It's even higher than Apple. So people buy refurbished Apple products and are happier with it than buying the new one because they like to do the right thing. And this is what we do. We not only sell great products, we sell people the emotion of doing the right thing. And this is very powerful because this triggers conversations. Just triggers conversations in a way that people talk about us to their friends, to their families. And for that, most of our customers come through referrals, which is obviously super cheap for us to acquire them. For that, we get more and more orders. With more and more orders, we get more attractive for the supply side. With more suppliers, we have more products on the platform. We have better prices. We have a wider range of products. And with a better offering, we again get more and even happier customers. And so through this flywheel, we're growing very, very quickly and very efficiently. And this brings me also to this chart here, which is my favorite one. The green line is the number of new customers we acquire every month. And the blue line is our customer acquisition cost. You can see that we accelerate our growth by reducing our customer acquisition cost. And this is a beautiful chart if you're financially motivated, right? You can see, hey, this is really working and this works really well. And this ultimately brings us as a company very close to break-even. And if we have good 2 last weeks of December, December will actually be the first profitable month for us as a company, while we still grow 50 to 60% year-on-year in revenue. And what's great about our acquisition is that people come back very often. I talked about that already. We see a lot of people coming back, a lot of families buying more and more products from us. So we have these super fans who buy all their electronic needs from us, which is obviously amazing. And you can also see that the platform approach that we have to offer a lot of different products from different categories works really well. What you can see on the left-hand side is the first product. So most of them start with an iPhone. And then the second product purchase is actually very different products, right? Different phones, laptops, tablets, but also smartwatch, audio, so all sorts of different categories. So you can see that our multi-category approach works really well for retention, obviously, is incredible for our lifetime value. And for all of that, we've been the leaders across Central Europe. We are always, when we go into the market, the leaders because we really focus on the market. We drive demand, we drive brand awareness, and for that, we then generate a lot of sales. And for that, with the flywheel really start spinning. And for that, we've won against our competition, although many of our competitors have significantly more funding. However, our model that is based on high quality in the flywheel always trumps all the marketing dollars that you can ever spend. And ultimately, we're in a market that is extremely large already and growing at an unprecedented rate. McKinsey did a market study over the last few years, and they looked at the sustainability market as a whole, and in particular at the electronics market. And the second-hand electronics market is expected to grow up to 90 billion only in Europe until 2030. So 90 billion only electronics. And if you then think about all the other categories, right? Think about what all the stuff you buy on a sort of a yearly basis. They believe the market will grow up to 655 billion. So an unbelievably big market that very few people talk about and even fewer companies focus on. I believe this is the biggest transformation in the market that we're going to see over the next decade. I think it's going to be bigger than AI, blockchain, and Web3 and all the other very interesting aspects of technology. But the interesting bit is hardly anybody is there. And we're going to win this market. We're going to win this market because we are very successful in electronics, and we can utilize our business model to all of those categories. And for that, we've been obviously very financially successful, also from an impact point of view. As I said before, more than 100,000 tons of CO2 already saved, more than 500 tons of e-waste, and more than 4 million trees planted. And it's obviously great for us as a society, for our planet, but it's also great for us as a company because it makes us an extremely attractive employer. Most of you probably struggle to find people. And I'm not saying that it's extremely easy for us, but we get roughly 200 applications for every new hire. And for that, we can build an incredible team from amazing companies across Europe. We're remote first, and for that, we can really have people that drive for our mission, and are super smart and experienced. And these three things put together is actually very, very hard, I think, for any other company. And so ultimately, we as a team, we want to go beyond what we have achieved. We want to build an ecosystem around the products that we're selling, which means we want to offer more services for consumers, but also for suppliers, for example, shipping, for example, merchant financing, to really build out the ecosystem. Then we want to do this across different markets, right? What we do now in 9 markets, we can do in 10, 15, 20. We can do this globally. And then we ultimately want to go across different categories, not just offering electronics, but we also started selling household equipment, kitchen equipment. We have a new, very exciting deal with Dyson. But we also went into sports, for example, where we sell e-bikes and skis that we just launched a couple of weeks ago. And so ultimately, we want to build the good Amazon for the circular economy. Thank you.